What's up, guys? All right, so a long last night here in the camper. I slept pretty good after I did all that work yesterday. I watched a couple movies last night. It wasn't that cold, but I did have my heater on. I don't know what the temperature was last night outside. It might be like 50 or 45 or something like that, but it wasn't too bad. Now I'm just up having me some coffee, guys, some eggs, and some Spam. I don't know if you guys know about Spam, but yeah, my mother-in-law got some Spam, so she packed me up a can of Spam. So eating this up, and today I don't really have a whole lot to do here on Pokeland. I'm just gonna fertilize the vegetable beds up there, and I do want to plant some more carrots. So I want to fill one of those beds up with some carrot seeds, and test the watering system, the drip system again, and that's about it. So all right, so let me go ahead and eat my Spam, and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, guys, so I'm inside the travel trailer, and I was gonna go outside and do some stuff, but it's so windy out there. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me let you guys see. So if you guys can hear that, it's like, it's so windy that it's blowing the trailer. Like really windy. And I'm not trying to make excuses, guys, for not going outside, but it's, you know, it's either hot or it's cold, and now it's windy, which is another good reason why I don't use my awning a lot of the time, because I'm scared of this. And this is exactly why. See that? This weather is crazy. It's blowing my door. Yeah, I see. So that's why I'm not going outside right now. But I am going to go out there. Hopefully, if this calms down, I can go out there and plant these carrot seeds and whatnot. So guys, I don't know if I told you guys, but I did get my Tahoe back. So you can see I have my polar bear right there. And after a new transmission, she's supposed to be game tight. So I can start towing again a little bit now, and doing a little bit of something. So anyway, so since we're inside the travel trailer, and I can't do anything outside, so I can tell you guys some things about my travel trailer that I do like about my travel trailer. It's 22.5 feet, guys. So our first travel trailer that we had bought was 19 feet, and we bought it for like, I think it was like $17,000. And it had bunk beds in it, but it didn't have a dinette table, it didn't have a slide, and it didn't have a bathroom sink. So, you know, we was just getting our feet wet with the, you know, with the RV, you know, and everything. So we wanted to try it out. You know, we didn't want to go too expensive and everything. But I mean, it had everything else in it. It had a refrigerator, air conditioner, microwave, stove, you know, the cooktop. It had a 6-gallon water heater, water tank that didn't go real well because the kids used up all the hot water real fast. The refrigerator was kind of small. What else? And like I said, we didn't have we had a couch that turned into a bed, but it wasn't really that great. And we didn't have a bathroom sink to wash our hands, you know, and brush our teeth. So, you know, we weren't really cheap on the first one, guys, because like I said, we wanted to, you know, get our feet wet to see if this was even, you know, if we really enjoyed it. So we had that travel trailer for about 5 months, and then we traded it in, and it had aluminum sides on it, and we camped in it a couple times, you know, in the cold weather, and it was fine. But I know that now, I did some research, and it says that the fiberglass, which is the one we have now, is actually, it keeps it, you know, warmer, and it keeps the cold air in, you know, when you blow an AC, and it keeps the warm air in too. So overall, it was a better pick for us. So this one's, like I said, it's a little bit longer, which I didn't want to go too much longer than this, because like I said, I think people that get the super long trailers, they don't want to go out as much. That's just my opinion because it's so big. You know what I mean? Whereas we was going out like maybe every 2 weeks. We was going somewhere in Florida. You know, we would go somewhere because, like I said, it was small. We could just get up and go. You know, it just sucks packing. You know, packing up everything. But this travel trailer actually has a slide. We have a on-demand water heater, so the kids can take long showers now. We have a bigger refrigerator, and we have a sink in the bathroom. So this was a better off trailer for us. And like I said, I mean, even in the future when the kids get older and they don't go anywhere with me and my wife, I honestly don't see us getting a fifth wheel. I don't see myself buying a more expensive truck just to tow it. And plus it's too big. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I think if we was gonna go bigger, we would go with a Class A. Just get a full size motorhome. You know, that way my wife can get some drive time too. So, yeah. So that's just my take on the RVs. And this RV is nice. It doesn't have, I mean, every bell and whistle that you're looking for, but it has everything we were looking for. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's been in the shop a couple times, but it hasn't been in the shop because something was like broke down, like the refrigerator went out or something like that, or it was because of some of the stuff that we did, you know, like the wallpaper, me putting up my screen up here and it took off the wallpaper, me hanging up something in the bathroom, we took off the wallpaper, and then, you know, not our fault, but the laminate was coming off the table, so that was the manufacturer's default. But other than that, guys, I mean, it's not like this trailer has gave us like a lot of problems, like it's something wrong with it, like, you know, or, you know, it's in the shop. So anyway, so to bring up the fact that next week I'll be towing the trailer to the shop. But not because it's something else wrong with it. It was because they got to fix the laminate on the countertop over there that they did not replace yet. So, but other than that, guys, I mean, we love our travel trailer, and like I said, I don't see myself going any bigger than this in the future, unless, like I said, we go to a full-size Class A motorhome. And like I said, I think most people have a lot of issues when they go too fancy. I think like the more bells and whistles you have, I think the more breakdowns you have. Honestly, the reason we didn't even want to buy a slide on the first one was because we didn't want the slide to get stuck, and you know, and then we had to take it to the shop, or I saw stories online where they couldn't get it to come back in, or it went out and then they was trying to leave and they couldn't get it back in, or they were driving and it came out. So we had like all these different horror stories, and I was like, geez, this is terrible. So that was kind of why we were scared of it, you know, of getting a slide. But I think now we know that if you get a travel trailer, guys, I mean, it's like night and day if you have a slide, because we have so much more room now to walk around. When we had the other trailer, we could barely even walk around, you know, but like I said, we thought that we'd be staying outside more, whereas the kids like to stay actually inside, and me and my wife actually stayed outside. So but yeah, we like this travel trailer. We really do. Alright, guys, so another thing too, when we had first moved to Florida about 9 years ago, my mom was like, we came from Vegas, and my mom was like, you need to buy you a trailer, like right away. I was like, a trailer? She was like, yeah, you need to buy a trailer. And I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, you need a trailer because when you have a hurricane and you got to get out of there, you need to pack up all your stuff and leave, you know, just in case a hurricane comes. So we didn't get that type of trailer, but we did get an RV trailer, so, you know, if we do have a hurricane or whatever, we can get out of here. So luckily we haven't had any hurricanes to have to run out of town with, though. But yeah, we ready, guys. I'm not a big prepper, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to watch, like, I don't know if you guys ever seen Doomsday Preppers and all that. I used to watch that type of stuff, you know, to be ready just in case, you know what I'm saying? Just in case something pop off, you got to be ready, just like, you know, with the food and stuff like that. I mean, I think I'm more of a prepper for food, being able to store my own food and stuff like that, just in case something happens, or prices go crazy, or people just can't afford food, or there ain't no food in the grocery store. Because during the hurricane out here in Florida, guys, it goes down. It goes down when you go to the grocery store. The first hurricane I was here, I had moved here in 2016, and we had a hurricane the first 2 months I was here, and I went to the grocery store to get water and little stuff like that. Everything in the grocery store was gone. Everything, the shelves, everything. It was crazy. And I was like, I didn't panic, but at the same time I was kind of panicking because I was like, man, this is crazy. So I mean, that's another reason why I like the garden, guys. So you know, not to scare anybody. Oh, I turned that down. Jeez. All right, guys, so you can see it is still windy, and not only is it windy, guys, now it is cold. I would say it's probably 50, 51, 52 degrees, just like that. It was warm earlier, and now it is super cold. So let me see. I'm going to I'm gonna stay inside, guys. It's cold, so I'm gonna stay toasty inside. In the morning I will try to come out here and finish doing what I said I was gonna do, which was my carrot beds. I was gonna put some more carrots in there and test out this water if I can. If not, guys, then I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know this is a short video. You guys stay blessed out there, guys. Stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you guys on the next one next week. Peace out.